Hello, hello. All right. We starting early with the sirens. Somebody already mad starting shit? Ooh, this full moon. The full moon was yesterday, but the energy is still very relevant. Got my clear quartz today and my lapis. So today's word of the day is mindset. That has been coming up quite often. Nina's been mentioning that quite a bit. I had a conversation with my brother about it. The book that I've been reading has been talking about mindset. So we're going to talk about that today. The power of the mindset. Once again, I forgot to find the notes before I started. So let's see. Ooh, the images that I'm looking at right now are very beautiful. Let me see here. Well, first of all, these notes though, if you could see, look how colorful and crazy my notes are. So give me a second. The mindset. All right. Well, mindset is all up and through here first and foremost, but it says, with us being able to only access 10% of our brains, a good percentage of that other 90% is subconscious thoughts. Subconscious thoughts are things that we put away in our minds that sometimes allow self-sabotage to interfere with our manifestations, i.e., fears, anxiety, worry, stress, harbored anger, resentment, unhealed traumas, old habits, toxic ways of thinking. By allowing subconscious thoughts to control our minds, it also controls our progress. Our angels, ancestors, guides, God, universe cannot bless you unless your energy matches what you're trying to attract. Be grateful for now, even when the now doesn't earthly feel that great. Attitude of gratitude. Think of 3 positive things for every day. Start your day off with a positive frame of mind. So, as far as mindset goes, the way I like to think about it is, think of your mind, our brains are like magnets. And the type of energy that you're putting out in your mind attracts the same energy back to it. Have you ever did that science project in school where you did the attraction science experiment where they give you 2 magnets. They give you a positive magnet and a negative magnet. If you stick 2 negative magnets together, they will rub up against each other. They will basically refuse to connect. However, if you're putting out positive, you will get an attraction. So even with that, just scratch all that. If you think about the mind, it is powerful beyond measure when you really think about it. Your mind literally controls your body. Your brain, even me moving my hands right now, my brain is telling my hands, move up, move down. That's how powerful your brain is. Have you ever thought of something and it just happened? That's how powerful it is. If you think nothing but negative thoughts, if you think of nothing but lack and, oh, I can't afford that, or everything that's positive that pops up in your mind, you got something negative to think back. First of all, subconscious thoughts are lies. Subconscious thoughts are anything that tells you can't do something, or you shouldn't do something, or you'll never be able to do something, or anything that limits your beliefs in yourself or in anything else. So by learning to control your mind, you are giving yourself the power to create. First of all, let's identify some subconscious thoughts. And at first, if you're a naturally negative person or a naturally overthinking type of person, it's going to be very difficult for you to identify your subconscious thoughts. So if you have an idea, and in that idea, you're thinking of all these things that will come from that idea, but then your brain naturally starts telling you, oh, you can't do that. Oh, that'll never work. Oh, what about, you don't have the money for that. You don't have the resources for that. Those are subconscious thoughts. Anytime that you feel yourself thinking anything negative, take power and initiative to change those thoughts. It sounds easy. It's actually kind of difficult because you have to learn how to control your mind. And it sounds like controlling your mind should be very easy, but it's really, really not. What I started doing, anytime I heard myself saying something negative, if you have an idea and you know that it requires money, instead of saying, I can't afford that, start saying, I always have more than enough. God will provide. I will have everything that I need, or even I have everything that I need in order to complete this task. Mindset even affects our ability to complete simple tasks. Procrastination is a mindset. Low self-esteem is a mindset. If you are always telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong, I'm weak, I can't do that. I can't alone is a negative mindset. Start saying I am. Start saying I will. Start saying I can. And watch how much your mind starts to believe that. Whatever we tell our minds, it will start to believe it. But you have to take control of those thoughts and change them. Some of the steps to manifesting include changing your mindset. That's one of the first steps to changing or creating manifestations, changing your mindset. Some of the things that also help me with learning how to control my thoughts is things like meditation, frequencies, sound waves, like the one that's playing in the background. There's different types of sounds. There's different ones for sleeping, meditating. There's different ones for your home that cleanse the home and the aura of the house. There are things for lucid dreaming, things to align your chakras, positive energy ones. There's a lot of different frequencies that you can learn and play, even while you're doing normal things. While you're reading, writing, doing anything creative, you can listen to frequencies on the way to work. You can listen to frequencies while you sleep, like I said, while you meditate, while you pray, while you do pretty much anything. And they're very accessible. I literally pull up frequencies on YouTube to play on YouTube. And also, if you have an iPhone, there's like literally whole albums of frequencies, and they all tell you what they are for. I would definitely try listening to them on your own, and the more you listen to them, the more effective they become. If you put headphones in and listen to frequencies, they have an even stronger effect. And especially when you're sleeping, because your subconscious thoughts and your subconscious mind is more connected to the spiritual realm. So if you listen to frequencies while you're sleeping, it naturally changes your mindset, and you will actually wake up and feel completely different. It actually helps with insomnia as well. So if you have trouble sleeping and you listen to frequencies for sleeping before you go to bed, you will sleep so much better, and you will wake up completely refreshed. Mindset also definitely helps with anxieties, helps with stress, also meditation. So if you are big on meditating like I am, then listening to frequencies while meditating, for one, and then two, visualizing things that make you feel peaceful. Beaches, mountains, whatever makes you feel peaceful. If you think of those things while you're meditating, they will help you feel peaceful, like the things that you're visualizing. Deep breathing is very important during meditation as well. Making sure that when you are breathing, you are not just going, you actually need to feel your diaphragm growing and not contracting. It needs to be expanding. And then when you exhale, you're exhaling through your mouth and letting everything out through one long extended breath until there's no breath left. And you continue that, and then you want to keep doing that until it's actually natural. You're not thinking about your breathing, you're just breathing. And that will put you into a meditative state, and it will become easier as you do it over and over. Also, understanding what I can't control and what I can control. Identifying self-sabotage. We talked about that. Also, journaling. Nina is really big on journaling. She's like a journal advocate, and so am I. I literally hand out journals for fun. But journaling is a very, very helpful and healthy exercise to help you release negative thoughts. It also helps you get in tune with your mind and your heart, and it helps you heal and it brings up a lot of things that you may not be ready for depending on where you are in your journey, but it definitely helps over time. I definitely recommend writing at least once a day if you can. Excuse me. Generally, I like to write in the morning, during or right after my meditation. That's when my mind is the clearest. And then I will grab my journal and I will just write an entire list, or just stating what I'm thankful for, what I'm grateful for, telling the universe thank you first, and then praying in advance for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, and then thanking again, and ending that with something, an affirmation of some sort to solidify your prayer. Saying something like, and so it is, or and so it will be, something of that nature. Just something that is basically stamping what you're asking for as far as your manifestation. And also maintaining a positive attitude, even during the day. If you go to work and your job is not the best place in the world, go in, wake up, first of all, with the mindset that today is going to be a good day. And go into that place, your job, with the mindset that everything is going to be good. Believe that. And even if those subconscious start to creep into your mind, cancel them. No, it's going to be a good day. No, that's not what I said. But literally just change the way you're thinking. Stop telling yourself, I can't. Stop coming up with rebuttals for why you can't do something. If you put as much energy into doing something as you do making excuses for your procrastination, you actually will find that you're gonna make those steps in progress. If you find yourself having trouble with procrastination, instead of just sitting in it, go against it. Like this video. To be honest, today, I was like, I don't really feel like doing that today. I kind of want to stay in this meditative state that I'm in and just, stay to myself. But then I was like, no, because I said I was going to post weekly. So I'm going to post. And here I am. It's a mindset, literally. If you want to achieve something, say you want to lose weight. My brother has been bringing up this example for the last couple of days of a 62-year-old woman that he saw doing pull-ups. And I mean like hundreds of pull-ups. Anybody else in her age group, unless they're healthy and, active like she is, would be like, I can't do that. But why would you tell yourself that? That should be inspiring. You say, I want to lose weight, but then you don't do anything to change that. You don't go to the gym. You don't do any exercises. You don't change your diet. You don't do anything to make that happen. Or if you do, you're not consistent with it. And then you expect results. That's not how it works. Anything that you want to be achieved pretty much involves consistency. You can't do something for a day and then go, well, it didn't work, so I'm done. That's not how it works. If you want to complete something, you have to be consistent for it. And even if you fail, you have to remain consistent with it. In order to prevail, you must fail. It's something that my angels taught me. But focus on controlling the way you think about yourself and others. That's another thing. Mindset doesn't always involve yourself. Sometimes even thinking negative things about other people has an effect on your mind and your manifestations. And like I said in the last video, God has a really funny way of humbling people. Sometimes what you say about other people, it can make its way into your lap, for sure. So instead of judging other people, try being compassionate. Try coming from a place of understanding. And if you have something negative, if you think something negative about someone else, try not saying anything at all. Try changing your mindset. Try minding your business. That always helps. But mindset is a very, very important part of manifesting. And it's a very important part of peace and healing. If you stay in that mindset of lack, if you stay in that mindset of I can't, if you stay in that mindset of I will never, guess what? You won't. But if you have the mindset of I am, I will, then you will, and you are. You just have to believe it and not just saying things because I'm telling you to say them or because you think you should say them. Actually believe them when you say it. Don't just say it with no passion, with no meaning. Make sure that you're meaning what you're saying. And if you have a problem with what you're saying or you don't necessarily believe what you're saying, try taking steps to ensure that you will believe it. The next step to manifestation is believing. And then make it plain. Write it down. Affirmations are also a very good way of changing your mindset. Whether you write them on sticky notes and stick them all over your house, or on your mirror, or if you look in the mirror and say positive affirmations to yourself, or if you write an entire list of I ams to yourself, those things will start to prove true to you. If you say them enough, if you write it down enough, guess what? Your brain will believe it. And actually writing it down makes it even more believable for your brain. How many times have you studied for something? If you're like me and you have to write something down in order to remember it or study, like back in school, I hated studying. I never studied actually. But when I did study, I did my best on my test because I actually sat down and wrote it over and over and over again until it stuck in my brain. That's how it works. How many times in school did your teacher tell you, write, I will not disturb the class 50 times, front and back? Eventually, you understood. It became repetitive to your brain to the point that you could write it down without even looking at it. That's how powerful your mind is. Start treating your mind and yourself and your beliefs and your manifestations and the things that you want in your life like an assignment. Like change your mindset. Perception is key, as Nina says, or she said today. Perception is key. Mindset is key. Believe and you will achieve. Well, I think that's all I got for right now. Yeah. Well, anyway, I may or may not be posting again later, but I just wanted to share that message with you all. And I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching.